What's the verdict, fellas? Game worth buying. I'm having an enormous amount of enjoyment for it, but I've always enjoyed the Age of Wonder games. I was also a massive fan of Age of Wonder's Planetfall. So perhaps my opinion is a bit biased. But Fake Moon Landing, I definitely am enjoying it for what it is. In terms of the DLC, I believe that one of the DLCs has been mentioned is going to involve dragons. Building another city. That's a good point, actually. That is a very good point. But where would I build it? I suppose I could plonk something down around here. Highlights all outpost founding location. Do you build cities by making an outpost and then upgrading it? Again, I only really played a little bit in the beginning. So I'm not... sorry, of the tutorial. So I've not really gotten to that yet. I'm going to grab this. Yeah, and then we're going to head on down and probably plonk another city somewhere around here. Relatively close. That being said, our second army might be able to do that as well. An Inferno puppy. I will take that reward. Thank you. This Inferno puppy should make its Inferno way back down to the main group. Somewhere down here. Yeah, just head down to the town. Swords to plowshares. The chairman of the Aavaknids Council approaches you in a calm, trance-like state. Over time, we Aavaknids have learned to abhor the violence that dominates this realm. We seek to lead a more secluded life, protecting what we have built if we must, but otherwise abandoning the grand battles and plots which only bring the horrors of forceful conflict upon the land and its people. Will you sanctify the code of pacifism we have compiled, O Emperor of the Aavaknids, so that we all may openly strive for peace? Your wisdom pleases me. The Aavaknids shall be known as a peace-loving people. The mark of the dove trait. People thrive in peacefulness and pacifism, plus 10 alignment, so that would move us back to neutral. Cities of this race gain 2 city stability for each population, and units of this race earn 50% less experience points in combat. Sod that for a game of toy soldiers. I must forbid such pacifism. Your ideals, while noble, would bring doom upon the Aavaknids. Bobby Drop Table loses 107 Imperium. The Aavaknids will gain no new trait. Or, you have been lulled by the vanities of peace. War and violence shall return to dictate the fates of the Aavaknids. We become more evil again. All cities of the Aavaknids of the Empire lose 27 city stability. The Aavaknids will gain no new traits. Ouch. I think we're going to spend the Imperium to avoid having to pay for that in terms of city stability, because we don't have it, basically. We're already -5, which is bad news bears in and of itself. What have we got over here? Battle mage units, cosmic bolts. Got a lot of health. Astral Membrane. Melee attackers have a 30% chance of becoming stunned, and they've got pass-through as well, which is annoying. Floating. Magic Origin. Ethereal. Yeah. I think we can probably win the fight. That chortle is amazing. Okay, let's get into this conflict. We'll see what auto combat can do. Okay, we killed them without losing anyone. I mean, you almost died, but that's fine. We'll take it. Tonk. Mine. What is that? Oh, another world wonder there. Ruler leveled up, though. Okay. So, At level 5, 10, 15, and 20, we gain special signature skills, but for now... Pack leader. While this unit is the army leader, grants other cavalry and animal units flanker. Experienced leader. While this... I would give them 2 experience every turn while I'm the leader, and that one seems like a very nice one to have on my leader here. Lightning Evoker. Deals damage to the target enemy unit and 2 others within 3 hexes. Sprint plus 8 movement, slippery, elusive, and swift. The unit ignores the effects of terrain in combat. The unit is not stopped by enemy zone of control. This unit does not trigger opportunity attack. I mean, that's quite nice. Hello, Trivinix. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game. You can customize your characters so massively. I mean, that's on top of customizing the race. Lightning Evoker is quite nice. But... I'm thinking Experienced Leader. So that I can start leveling up my troops in the army faster. I mean, but the problem with that is that towards endgame, this becomes less and less useful. Useful now, but not later. I would like to get some more talent in here, though, because some of the support skills, like being able to give your units more defense, is amazing. So I do want something in here regardless. But maybe just not with this level. I'm thinking Lightning Evoker might be useful. But the problem is, well, while it's a very nice long-range spell, it only does 10 damage. I have to do it. I can only cast it if I don't do anything else that turn. It can hit up to 3 people. So a total of 30, but against a single target, not so great. This will only help cavalry units. Oh, actually, and animal units. I suppose that does work out for us, especially now that I'm working on the animal summoning spell. Actually, yeah, we're going to grab Pack Leader. It's an investment for the time being. We've made the library. Nice. The vendor is also boosted, so I could get that up. But I could go for the Mega Plaza. That'll give us access to the tavern, which will give us city stability. It would also give us the Smoother and the Spell Shield. It's going to take us 2 turns to do. I want it. Let's get it done. And yeah, you were quite right, Zangiri. I could grab an extra location. My bad for not realizing that. I could get a second mine. I could get another farm. You can always change them later on as well, if that's something you want to do. Another forest over here would give us production and a bit of extra food. That iron deposit, though, is really tempting, because if I go here, then we'll end up with 15... No, I think we're going to go 10 and 10. And pop the farm down there. I know I probably should go for the mine, and maybe later on I'll change it, but for the time being, I'm not going to go for that. There's a bone golem there. Evil presence lurks in this land. Right, so yeah, that's eventually going to start spawning things to come and attack me. Which is great, because it's a dragon. Okay. Yeah, Fatina Decay, I know that there are district adjacency bonuses. So, for example, if you've got research stations, they might be a building that will generate more resources per adjacent research or conduit building and so on and so forth. Well met, Emperor Bobby Droptable. I am Grand Devourer Rakshagi. Prove your strength to me, and we may yet conquer this realm together. Okay. I'll send you a gift. I accept this gesture of goodwill, Bobby Droptable. Thank you. Demon cats. I see. So we've spotted their outpost. I need to get my own outpost over here. That will come with time. Aren't all cats just demons in disguise? Well, I mean, yes. Rivalry was declared upon me. Think of this as an official announcement that I, Queen Rana the Golden, consider you an enemy. Well, that is just rude. So rude. Declare rivalry with another ruler publicly. A modifier that slowly decreases towards -300 will be added to your relations with the ruler. Any grievances gained against that ruler will be increased by 40%. However, making treaties becomes impossible, and any existing treaties will be broken. Maintaining a declaration costs a bit of gold. Well, that's fine. I don't care. We'll see how that goes. Set production. Archer battlements, arcane battlements. There we go, the tavern. That is what we wanted. It's currently boosted. That can lead into the bathhouse, 2 farms and a quarry. Grants bathhouse XP to every unit produced in this... What? Bathhouse XP? What kind of nonsense is this? Wizard's Tower gains Imperium income, more vision. Unlocks Wizard Tower 1, Wizard Tower Crypts, Wizard Tower Prison cells. +2 knowledge per turn can be converted. +2 mana per turn. Okay. We can now build the Mystic Abbey in the Wildlife Sanctuary. Special province improvement. +10 food, +5 draft per adjacent province with a forest. Unlocks the production of various animal units. Counts as a forester. So, the next turn we could pop a forest there, put this, I'm assuming, in there, and we would gain the adjacency bonus of 2 forests, for example. And this would count as a forest as well. I think that's definitely something that we're going to want to do. But first, though, Tavern is definitely the primary focus for us. Spells ready to cast. Summon Wild Animal spell. Oh, this is a map spell. Didn't realise. Alright. Oh, Mark, thank you very much for the raid, mate. Welcome, welcome. I'll take care, Dutrius. You have a good one, mate. Can you declare them as friend after they declare you as enemy? I'm going to assume that when it said that treaties are broken and new treaties are impossible, that it probably is something about that. Oh, we completed an entire tome. Alright, so that tome was completed now. Now, what we learn next will unlock the second tier of tomes. And will also dictate how I believe, what our affinities are. To a certain degree. So far we took 1 beast tome. I don't think Zeal really fits our race. We could go with the Tome of Souls. Start the soul economy. Or we could go with the Tome of the Horde. Turn your cheapest units into large deadly armies. Specialize in summoning and buffing tier 1 units. So the Fury of the Horde, all friendly tier 1 units become +1 strengthened. The Houndmaster, a ranged unit that summons a Warhound to debilitate enemies. Spawnkin makes the target race smaller and more numerous, granting them increased number of units in formations and plus 20% damage incompatible with supergrowth. Summon irregulars summons a random non-scout tier 1 unit that can be produced in a city on the target hex. And the Blaze of the Horde. 3 fire damage for each friendly tier 1 unit. 2 fire damage for each friendly non-tier 1 unit. Adjacent enemy units suffer 50% of the damage. So we can go with Horde. We've got the Tome of Rock, the Tome of Enchantment, Tome of Roots, Tome of Zeal, Tome of Faith, Tome of Cryomancy, and Tome of Souls. Now, the Tome of Souls will allow us to start harvesting souls from the dead. Oh, I'm actually losing mana. I need to sort that out. And we could then use those souls to make new units. The Pyro Tome would give us the Lesser Magma Spirit and the Pyromancer. Battle Mage unit that spreads fire and inflicts burning. Ignite, Searing Blades, Immolate, and Fire Arrows. Harvesting both the meat and the souls. Marvelous. We eat both their meat. We eat their flesh and their souls. Yeah, we could do that. No waste. Tome of Enchantment gives us more unit enchantments. We get the Summon Copper Golem, Awakened Tools, Sundering Blade, Spell Tempered Shields, and Seeker Arrows. Just looking at the units, I'm not super enamored by the Bone Golem, I'm going to be honest. Healing Prayer. What's the cooldown? 2. The Evoker. Lightning Bolts, Electricity Arc. Phantasm Warrior. White Witch, Frost Bolts and Freezing Blast. I mean, the Houndmaster might not be a bad one, especially considering we're kind of building into an animal-focused group. Chaplains are really good, says Logistics Man. You forget what Zeal was. Sorry, I went the wrong way. So we get the Zealot. Rile up your fanatic population for a common goal. Use units with Zeal and inflict Condemned on enemies. Inspiring Chant, Legion of Zeal, Condemnation, Fanatical Workforce. Do tutorials work in multiplayer? Just got the game to play with my wife. I'm not sure if we need a single player to learn first. I'm not sure on the answer with that one, I'm afraid. I didn't find that the tutorial was very long, though. I played for about an hour and I felt like I had a pretty good handle. The in-game encyclopedia is also extremely comprehensive from what people have told me. I'm kind of feeling more the Tome of the Horde or the Tome of Souls right now. I'm not super feeling the Tome of Roots. I'm going to give this choice to Atomic Aliens. Horde or Souls? Your call. Do we want to have many cheap minions? Zerg rush them? Have Packmasters? Or do you want to go the Necromancy route as well? Souls. Tasty souls. Okay. Tome of Souls it is then. Select.
Bodies are frail, yet strong is the will of all souls to cling to life. Grant them their desire. Craft them vessels of rotten flesh and bone. Even the fiercest foe shall serve your wishes when raised from the battlefield. For death reaches all, and in death you will dwell.
Okay. So Soul Fire, damage spell. Target enemy unit sustains 10 frost damage and 10 fire damage. Adjacent enemy units are dealt 50% of the damage. The Bone Golem, which is a charge... I think they're called a shock unit. Yeah. So this isn't cavalry, sadly. You can make it by using souls to raise it at your city, or just fusing 2 skeleton units. I think that's kind of amazing. Soul Binders grants enchantment units base 90% chance of inflicting soulbound on base attacks, increasing the soul gain when the target is killed, plus 10% damage against units with soulbound. Okay, so that's an enchant. I think we're going to go with that one, because that's going to increase the damage of our existing units. Summon Wild Animal. We've already just selected something, so that's fine. Let's get you in there. And I want you to kind of hold tight for now. I could cast this now, but upkeep per unit is 12. See, I thought this was going to be like an in-combat spell, but you know what? Sure. Shall we see what kind of animal we're going to get from an ash plane? We got a carrion bird. It's a fighter unit. It's a tier 2. We actually... Wow, we lucked out massively on that. We got the small chance of getting a tier 2. An outright melee unit with no obvious specialization or counters. Carrion Feed. Consumes target corpse and heals 20 temporary hit points. So that's actually better than our corpse feed one. Alright, join the army. Chunk. We've now got a soul economy, so we're starting to gather that. Also, if we have a look in here, we are now building up Shadow Affinity as well. Gain 50 knowledge per level of heroes defeated in combat. Free cities with a Whispering Stone assigned instantly provide you with vision range. Free cities or vassals with a Whispering Stone assigned grant you knowledge, so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. Alright. You're 300, we are now 412. You are deeply messed up though, so I'm kind of reticent to take you. Well, actually, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're just gonna straight into manual combat though, because I feel that the only way that unit is gonna get out of here alive is if we immediately heal them. Now, you'll notice this is the upgraded version. This is an Inferno Hound. So if I look at you, can I... No, I can't get any further information on you, sadly. Inferno Puppy, Inferno Hound. Does 14 and 6. This one does 12 and 6. We've also got Gremlins. Lovely. Alright then. How far can they move? We're not in Ashland, so they can't actually dart forward like they were before. Want to encourage them to come to me for this fight. Want you up there because they're not going to be able to do too much to you. Let's get you forward. And then I want to heal you for a chunky bit. And that should also heal, I think. Will that not heal both? Oh, it heals my... no, I want both of you healed, honestly. My units rather than my leader. I feel my leader is good to go for a while. Now, I could get right down there pretty sharpish. Now, you can already get there and attack, but that's fine, because you're the... Oh, actually, no, two of you can. But I'm not too worried about this, because you've got a strong resistance to fire. I wish I could bring up your stat cards again. Oh, there we go. I just clicked this time. So, 3. So, fire, 41% fire resistance. So, I'm happy for you to be the first one that they attack. I could easily get over there if I wanted to. Do I have jump on this spider? I don't. Sadness. Well, let's let them cluster up. Kill it with fire! Oh, indeed. Therein is the problem. Cannot easily kill with fire. I need to be one more tile further up. Oh, sorry. Can I still have... Ah, no! That is annoying. But alright. That's deeply annoying because they were in a perfect place for me to grab there, but sadly, I didn't want to activate it. I should have just left-clicked over here. I'm fairly certain left-click cancels, but oh well. What's displacement? Now if I move off that, I'm going to set it alight, which is kind of an amusing one. Let's get down here. Now they're a skirmisher, so they can use both melee and ranged. Let's try and focus fire on someone for now. I'm going to have you move up and guard for the time being. Well, I could just move in. But you're then going to easily be surrounded. Granted, you're just a... You're a unit that I'm sustaining with mana, so I can kind of afford to use you up. I'm not sure if you actually ever evolve. Do you evolve? Fighter unit, flying, magic origin, animal. No. Okay. Right. Let's move up there and defend. If I go here, I'm going to be attacked by almost everyone, sadly. I could move in there and guard my main unit, but... It's so tempting. Ah, we're going to risk it for the biscuit. Let's just do it. Get the shot in. It's so annoying, because a web would have been amazing here. So very, very annoying. Cosmic Ablation? Have I got that again? Apparently I do. Oh, you went for a flank attack. Disapproved. We may lose them, but losing them is the least painful loss for us. A bit of mana that we can easily get back. It's not a unit whose level that we desperately needed to preserve. Right, this time. Oh no, would I also hit my own dude? I don't... Yes, I would. Damn, that's annoying. Alright. I'm going to over-channel then. Let's hit you twice. Oop. So there we are. It's right-click to activate in this game. Displaced, and again. There we are. So with Star Blades, we've just got a massive uptick. I can probably do a good bit of damage here. They're gone. You're gone. I've got a cooldown on this. One more turn. You can still attack, but now I can attack over there. Or I can just go for a regular attack and mostly wipe that one out. But pinning you would be great. Let me just check. Are you immune to this? Desolate Walk. Moving through ashlands and chasms costs you points. A Fiend. Desolate Walk. Immunity to burning. Fighter unit. Land movement. This can move over land hexes. Magic origin. Animal. You've got a decent resistance. Non-physical damage. Well, let's see if we can get a spider's web to hit. Yeah, actually we managed to get the one at the back. Nice. Well, in that case, we don't have to worry too much. I can just attack. It will. This one will get Pack Hunter, but this one won't be able to get involved. Can't quite... Oh, actually, no. I should be able to get a flank attack. I can also eat a corpse if I really want to. There's a couple of corpses over here, so sure, let's get up there. Gonna nom you. Cool down for another turn. So these are temporary hit points, which is honestly better than just regen. I do have regen on this character as well, but... Alright, let's go for the flank attack. Oh, actually, no, it was facing me. Never mind. For some reason. Or it may have been defended. So mobilized and sundered resistance. So it's going to be able to attack back, but that's not the end of the road for me right now. Oh, you're in a bad way. Need to remove you or get you healed. Can you apply your healing arts? You can in fact do so. Let us make that happen then. Go. Now, can probably wipe them out with this attack with an 80% chance of finishing it. And if I don't, I can always use a spell. That was kind of annoying. 50% chance. To wipe you out with the spell. This way I can just focus everything and even the pikemen can get involved. So we did lose the crow, but again, that was the lesser of the losses, I feel. We collected 6 souls. And we got a Razorback, which is a tier 2 ranged unit. Okay, take reward. So we exchanged a unit that we were paying mana to keep for a unit that we don't have to pay any mana to keep. Forest Walk, moving through forest, costs fewer points. Land movement, range unit, an attack unit that takes out targets from afar. It is somewhat vulnerable. Its accuracy is affected by line of sight. Cannot fire its main ranged attack when engaged. Quill Hide. Melee attacks sustain 3 physical damage. Low maintenance. Unit upkeep is reduced. Defense mode and Quill Shot. That's actually quite nice. Has bleeding attack. Alright, not bad. Is this game more combat oriented or overworld oriented? It was like 50-50. I would say it's At its base, it's probably 50-50. But you can lean more in one direction or another. As you want. 2 skill points from that. Wow. Very nice. We can get Soul Collector. Base 90% chance of inflicting Soulbound. Plus 10% damage. Oh, so our attacks would deflect Soulbound. Ooh. With that webbing attack, that would be particularly nice. And if we can get more cavalry or animals with this group, then this particular leader becomes increasingly dangerous. I think pack leader is worth going for now. And soul collector as well, so that we also collect souls. And with that, I believe we will now be able to start getting things like defensive training, resistance training, endurance training, so units in the army gain more hit points. I really like that, actually. Okay, good. Anything to equip? No. That is another world wonder. But it's time for us to start heading back to make a second... Ooh. Could take that out while we're here. Yeah, you can auto-combat if you want as well. So if you build up basically an overpowering group, then you can use that to just auto-combat your way through fights rather than having to do them yourself. Oh. Hail, Emperor Bobby Drop Table. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sublime Seducer, Sinren Toliath. Many god here make war. I aim to make peace through love. I see. Oh my, I am seduced. There we go. Struggling to make a custom race. There's just so many options. Yeah, there are a lot of options. Seductive hunk neighbor, apparently, yes. They are Ashborn hedonists. They are mystic, powerful evokers, prolific swarmers, arcane focus, resistant. Okay, well met, I guess. Low stability, low mana income. Yeah, I know. We are actually working towards fixing that. Tavern in 6 turns. Then I'm going to need something that gives us... I'm going to need a shrine after that. It's just that simple, really. So I'll pop a shrine in after the tavern, because we're just going to need that income. But yeah, if we can get something around here... Got rich vein full of iron, 20 mana, knowledge and gold. So maybe something around here would be fine for a new city. Again, I'm not really sure about making cities because that's not something I did in the tutorial. Oh, my scouts are doing an amazing job though. Deeply appreciated. Alberto produced Wild Speaker. Thank you. Gonna annex another province. Marvelous. Let's pop a forester over here. Tunk. And then we will place down the specialist unit there. So the specialist, we wanted a wildlife sanctuary, and we wanted it to be in here. Right there. Projected income will be 25. Is that correct? Should give me... Counts as a forester. Oh, plus 5 draft per adjacent... yeah, per adjacent thing with the forest. So, yeah, this gives me 15 extra draft points, so... I'll pop this down something like that. Once the time comes, that will all be done. And then we can actually recruit animal units here. Now, quick question for those in chat who've been playing the game. When it comes to setting up an outpost, can I do that with any army? I'm assuming, based on this, that I can. Oh, you think only champions? Okay. Well, champions will be down this soon. Alright, I'll show you what auto combat does. I can allow it to cast spells. Let's see what happens. We lose the fire elemental. So, we're going to retry that with me. So, retry with me controlling. Hey, mischievous peacekeeper, how you doing? Okay, now this place looks bloody amazing. I deeply appreciate. Alright, let's have a look at you. You are ethereal. Means a bleeding, burning, disease, frozen, immobilized, poisoned, and wet. You're a fighter unit. Your floating moves through any type of terrain at a movement cost of 5, apart from mountains, which cost 8. And magic origin. So you've got no particular bonuses, but you do have very high defense. Not much health, though. Melee strike does 6-2. And you can do as many attacks as you got action points. Astral Pursuit. Teleports the unit to target unit and deals damage to it. Cosmic Spark. Deal 12 lightning damage, 12 fire damage, or 12 frost damage at random. Magically charged, plus 2 lightning damage. Okay, cannot be used when within an enemy zone of control, so we kind of want to get on top of that as quickly as we can. When this unit is hit, it becomes invulnerable. This unit is immune to all damage and stunned. Cannot use actions or movement. Right, okay, so you're actually going to be a bit of a pain. A wee bit of a pain, mulatto. Apparently going there is going to give me cover. Who'd have thunk it? That's right, go forth, Arcanists. Are you actually in cover right now? I don't know what that exclamation mark meant, but usually I assume that it means that they're going to enter cover, but we'll see. You will not be able to reach me, but your ability has got a range of 3, so that might hit. Defend. Are you immune to immobilize? Yes. Very sad. Exceedingly sad. However, yeah, some sort of special effect, but it... Oh, magically charged... Oh, I apologize. Standing adjacent to a magical charged obstacle will grant units plus 2 lightning damage on all attacks. Destroying a magically charged obstacle will deal 20 lightning damage to all adjacent units. Oh, well, holy crap. How much health has it got? Not much! Balls! Well, just do your best. It's now
This
invulnerable.
Is a ranged unit.
That's fine. Let's charge forward. What I would like from you is for you to move to the side, look this way, and defend. I then want you to heal both of them with some temporary hit points. Those are pillars, not balls. Entirely different shapes. Tell me you exist in a boring Euclidean geometry universe without telling me you exist in a boring Euclidean geometry universe. Bend it. Hello. Well, my, this is unfortunate. Hello. Could I... Hang on. Astral Refuge. When this unit is hit, it becomes invulnerable and stunned. What do you mean? I hit it before. Oh, annoying. Really? I don't think I can attack it now. Can attack you, but I can only hit you once, and then you become refuged. Which is vexing, if I can be honest. Especially if on the next turn you can move around. Just armor up. Now, initially I was thinking this meant that we were going to have a very easy time of this because the enemy were going to be constantly stunned and thus not able to really do anything to me. But I'm thinking I don't understand how this works. I mean, I can use this, I guess. Distracted for 1 turn. Sunder defense for 3 turns. Sure, okay. And that gave us a bit of bonus there. Like, how is it able to attack? Because it gets its turn first. But why the stun, then, is the part I don't get. I think that's the part that's confusing me, is when it goes into an astral refuge, why is it stunned? Because if I can only attack it on my turn, Brussels, then functionally it can't do anything anyway because it's my turn. Oh, it's about reactions. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Well, that's a shame that we lost that unit, but I do have a much better idea now of what this is. Thank you for bearing with me with that. I was being very, very, very dumb. Can I eat a body? Yes, I can eat the body of our friend. Ah. Delicious, delicious elemental body. Chomch. So good. So delicious. Love that cackle. It's amazing. Die! There we go. Okay, so I've learned something about that. It's a shame that we lost the elemental anyway, but we gained valuable knowledge from it. I can retry again? Can we just keep retrying?